VMware has an amazing feature and it is called clone. This allows you to clone your virtual machine with all its settings. Unlike templates, this is a literal copy, a duplicate copy of your existing workload, existing virtual machine. When you clone it, you can expect that it will have the same configuration and the IP address when you power on the clone virtual machine. Hello, this is Ibrahim Qureshi and welcome to my session 9 of VMware tutorial for beginners. Let's get started with our topic for today, which is clone. Let's not forget this training is for anyone who wants to learn virtualization and there's no IT background experience required. The agenda for today, as we are going through, it's introduction to clone. What are the benefits of clones? How to create a new clone, and different types of cloning which is possible on a virtual machine. I'll also try and explain you the differences between template and a clone. Okay, let's get started. What is a clone? A clone is a copy of your virtual machine. When I say a copy, it is literally as if you're copying the file and moving it somewhere else. It has to have a new name. It can't have an existing name, because in the VMware inventory it has to have a different name. When you create a clone, you have to put a VM name there. You can put the same name and add a hyphen or say clone at the end, but it has to have a unique name in there. But the important thing is the clone of the virtual machine is the exact replica of the original machine, to a point where it is, if you power it on, it also has the same IP address. So this is why you have to be a little careful, because if you have your original VM running and you cloned this original VM and you powered on this clone machine, all of a sudden both the machines are trying to power on with the same and trying to get the same IP address, and you'll see IP conflicts. This is why I want to deep dive a little bit in the differences between clone and template. We have already covered templates in the previous session, where the advantages I have shown that it does not have, obviously, as I said, clone has the exact copy of the original machine, whereas a template will allow you to customize it. It will basically sanitize the virtual machine. When it powers on, it won't have the same IP address or the name. So there are options which you can use when you're using template, which will allow you to customize and keep your environment safe with issues like MAC address conflicts and server name conflicts, which may arise when you're using cloning. But nevertheless, it is an important feature. We have to use it with caution. If you're cloning a virtual machine, you need to make sure you don't power it on, or if you're powering it on and you do need to do some checks, make sure you unplug it from the network first and then power it on. Do your required changes, and then if you really want to use a clone going forward, then first of all make sure you power off the original machine and then power the new clone on and bring it online after that. Clone has, as I said, clone has all the same configuration of the original virtual machine, but template does not have the same configurations. Benefits of clone. Clone can be created for backup copy of a VM. So quite simply, you can just clone a virtual machine just to keep a backup of it, just in case if you're doing any code upgrade and then you want to have a quick backup just in case if something goes wrong. There's another technology from VMware which can also be used for, upgrading or patching, which is called snapshots. We will go in detail on snapshots in the coming videos. Now, another benefit of clone is you can clone a virtual machine to a template and then use that to deploy different virtual machine. What I mean by that is, if you have a virtual machine which is powered on and it's running, so you can right click and clone that virtual machine, and from there you can make it a template, clone to a template, and then from that template you can deploy different virtual machine. So how to create a clone? Basically, all you're doing is you select your guest operating system. How to create a clone is you select your guest operating system, and then you'll find the option called clone. If you point to it, you'll find clone to a virtual machine. So that's how you do a virtual machine clone. Let's do a quick demo on cloning. Okay, so let's get started. Clone to virtual machine, give the name, clone of, so I've given clone IM VM1. So I know this is a clone. Put it in this discovered VMs, click next. Select the cluster and the compute node, click next. Select the storage and then click next. Leave the settings as it is and click next. So we are ready to clone the source VM, which is IM VM1, to clone IM VM1. Finish. So similarly, what we can do is we can also clone this to template. I have cloned this to virtual machine, as you have seen. So let's try this IM VM2 and then right click, clone to template. What we have to be mindful, I can start the clone anyway. Let's start the clone. Again, you just need to write a name, clone template hyphen IM VM2. I will quickly show you another important thing. So let's put this in template because this is going to be a template. Expand that, select the compute, next, select the storage, which is fine, next, and finish. So what I wanted to explain was, whilst you're running an operation on a VM, you will find that some of the options will be grayed out. So for this virtual machine, you can see that migrate is disabled and edit settings and all the other features are disabled. And also if I select clone, it is allowing me to do some operations here, but it's still going to be a little bit different when you're looking at VM which is powered on. So it was powered, this particular VM was powered off, so you could see that clone and template options were available, but this particular VM is IMVM1 is powered on and it's cloning at the moment, so it doesn't have these two features at all. And also the other features which I mentioned, like migrate, edit settings, rename, remove from it, all those are disabled. Again, quickly show you again, this also has all those features disabled, but because it is powered off, it is allowing you to clone. Again, you can clone another copy if you want, or clone to a virtual machine. So hope you understand the differences between clone and template. Let's get back to the presentation. We have covered the demo on how to clone virtual machine and how to clone a template from a clone. As always, if you have any questions, reach out to me on Twitter at Ibrahim Qureshi, and you can always follow my blog. I'm going to start posting all these sessions on a step-by-step process on my blog. As always, I'm going to ask you to subscribe to my channel and comment below and let me know how you are doing, like are you progressing nicely, and if you have any questions, let me know, and if you need any help from me, I'm always here to help. So let's get to the question of the day very quickly, and it is, what can be the benefit of cloning that you can think? So comment on below and let me know. So guys, until next time, enjoy watching and keep sharing. Thanks, bye.